Now I will be creating this. We're going to go right to the hairline area. So we're starting in the back. I did separate to behind the ear here. Now the way I'm going to be holding it, so making sure, yeah, there we go. I'm going to be holding it within the comb. Okay. Now, the direction of growth here, all right, so because she's got a little dip here on the shape of her neck, I'm actually going to be slowly tilting her head a bit more like so to create a bit more of a flatter surface. Now, a lot of times what I like to do, I actually spray my comb instead of spraying the hair because I don't want to soak it too much. I'm holding inside the comb. Go back over. Now, personally, I mean, right there, so it's just really creating almost like a strong one length feeling right away. And there's any little bit right here, so that jumped a little bit. I can go back over. And so. And then I could create the same thing on the opposite side. Once again, I'm just going to just spray it down a tiny bit. Now we're holding it, gonna just tilt her head a little bit this way. And there we go. So, in all fairness there, what I'm trying to create is literally, I'm gonna be taking it slightly shorter in the middle area, going longer to the sides. And that's how we're gonna get our A-line shape. Really keeping it very strong, a little bit longer in the front, just below the chin area, so she has the option so when she she brushes it back. And we're going to be talking about how we work with it on when we do the hair cutting when it's wet and then when we go dry. So there's a lot of things we're going to be focusing on tonight's lesson. Going to be really working on the sectioning. See, I'm right now, because of doing a one length, one of my favorite combs to use during this is actually it's actually an old school Bowie comb, which is you can get these combs from your scissors. And I'm actually using this. The reason why is because it has the wide side for when I want to release tension. And then the fine side is for especially when I'm combing it. Getting it combed thoroughly from the roots, mid-shaft to the ends. Now, I will be one of the biggest things here, especially when I was speaking to Emily, I definitely want to make sure the balance is correct. So you'll see periodically throughout the haircut, I will be making sure that the balance of the actual haircut itself is going to be perfect for her. Because she's had a bit of a horror story before in the past, and so I want to make sure she feels comfortable. Now I'm going to continue. And just take a horizontal, slightly diagonal section here.
Could you turn around the chair this way? Thank you. So I have Colin, who says, sorry he's late, we'll forgive you, Colin. And we have also selected the winner of last week's tutorial, so we'll tell you guys who it is soon. And we have Ryan saying hi, Sid and Jen.
Hello Ryan, you're right buddy.
And Satish saying amazing, love from India.
Oh, I love that. I still have to visit India. I definitely have to go. I'm going to do my journey there one day, where I can find myself.
Kim Johansson saying hello.
Hello Kim, you're right buddy. How's that beard doing? Kim is actually amazing. He's actually one of the ambassadors for Captain Fawcett. So he's got an amazing beard, and he's from Sweden. So a big shout out to him. He's a gorgeous looking bloke with an amazing beard. So check him out on Instagram.
Colin is just sharing the link for the scissors that he is using
Yeah, so
just
I've
now.
decided I'm going to go old school with everything. So you can see I'm using the matte black, very slim blade, especially for precision work. And also perfect for doing bobs. There's no big tension screw. And I'm just keeping this very simple here today. That's why I'm going back and using an old school Bowie cutting comb, which I love using.
And we have Walker Aileen saying hi. Lucy Adams saying hello from Canada.
Well, hello.
And Ia the barber saying I'm watching live from Ghana.
Oh, amazing.
Kim Johansson saying thank you, buddy.
I mean, the thing is, it's what's amazing. We have such an international audience, don't we? So which I'm so excited about. You know, I mean, it's great that I was saying to Emily that during especially during the lockdowns, we were really focusing on creating. We did so many live video tutorials. This is our 175th free live video tutorial since March of last year, and it's just amazing. It's amazing that we're able to do that. In the beginning, I was donating my own personal money to buy all these mannequin heads, and now I'm able to work on real people now, which is amazing. So this is our second live model, isn't it? That we've used.
Yeah. Oh no, we used Adam as well. So sweet.
Oh yeah, this is our third. Yeah.
Ryan says I'm here from. Actually, can't remember where I'm from. Lol.
Yeah, he's Ryan is I think China or something. I think he's from China. It's either China or a place called Sheffield or something. One of those places. Ryan is actually he's very special to me. Ryan's very special, and I think his partner is going to say the same thing. But Ryan is very special to me. He's actually he's probably one of the most talented up-and-coming hairdressers I've seen in a long time. But also he's a member of the Mood Creative team. He's one of the nicest, most supportive hairdressers in the business that I know at the moment. I mean, honestly, he's so supportive of everything we do. So please check out his work. His name is Ryan Fletcher. And like I said, he's a member of the Mood Artistic team, and he's a rising star. So all I can say about Ryan is watch this space because he's amazing at what he does. So, okay, now just to let you know, so previously, or before we had started with the cutting, now we were actually using, first we used the Mood Color Protect cleanser and conditioner. Right, her hair is color treated. And then we actually used the Mood Daily Care Leave-In Conditioner Spray. And you see, I'm going to be using that a lot in the hair. The reason why is I need, because we have studio lights on as we speak, I'm going to be really kind of using that all throughout the hair to keep the hair very moist and to keep the hair from getting too tangled,
Ryan says you're far too kind.
Well, Ryan, I've been on my medication, that's why. My medication finally kicked in, and that's why. Now, but Ryan, I mean it, buddy. You are very special to me. You've been proving your worth to me lately, and thank you very much, sir. So you're an amazing person. We love you, mate. We love you. Okay, so one of the key important factors, especially when I'm working with this, a lot of people might be thinking, oh, this is such a boring haircut. You're just doing the same thing over and over. But the thing is, can anyone tell me, because in hairdressing we work with something called degrees. Degrees of elevation. So with one length, we're holding it inside the comb to keep it at a 0 degree. Now, can anyone please tell me, so we got layering, which is 90 to 180. Then we also work with graduation. Now, what is graduation? What are the degrees of graduation? So, Jen, if you could see please write it in the comment section, guys. And then we're going to see why, everyone, this is such a hard haircut.
Kimberly Abbott says I always struggle with the outside of this cut.
The outside. Um, I'm so sorry, I don't understand the outside of the cup. Jan, can you help me out there?
Maybe she means the sides. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, we will be going to the sides in a little bit, so not to worry. Okay, so I'm still going to continue my sections. So they are horizontal, diagonal. The reason why this is going to be almost like my cutting line. So you see, that's the way I'm going to be cutting the hair. That's the type of shape I want of the particular haircut here. So I'm pulling this straight down. You see, I need to make sure that my sections are nice and clean. If you see here, I'm using, these are brilliant clips. Oh my God, they're made out of copper. So great for hygiene reasons. We actually sell these exclusively at our academies in Nottingham and also in Edinburgh. So when you come to Edinburgh, we have these amazing clips here. And we also have a beautiful selection of all the cutting combs as well, and scissors. Okay, so I pull this straight down. Now I don't want to be over directing it back too much or anything. Now, I'm going to continue, we're going to see what I'm doing. I'm going to continue this one side here in the back, just to show you, okay, the difference there, okay, just to kind of show you. And then, then we will be working, okay, then I'm going to show you how we're going to be approaching the sides.
And Kimberly has explained, she says, it's like I seem to struggle the sides of triangular graduation at the back section of the head.
Okay, so most likely, so I would say probably it's due to your sectioning, maybe, possibly. So you said triangle graduation, so that means we're going to be possibly now, depending if you are doing a traditional graduated bob like this in the back, and then you're taking diagonal sections. Going like this, I think one of the key things is probably either your sectioning needs to be a bit more crisper, so you're following your line, or possibly your body position. So we will be. Well, I think I did a graduate bob tutorial for the Zoom classes for Mood. So we will be doing another graduate bob tutorial when the time comes. So we'll be.
We have someone replied 1 to 89.
Ooh, who said that? I mean, I have the name. Most likely it was one of my previous students.
Ryan Knight.
Ryan Knight. See, was he one of my students?
I'm not sure.
Well done, Ryan. Yes.
No picture.
1 degree to 89. Well done.
Evelyn says, hi Sid and Jen, nice to see you again.
So you can see what I'm doing is creating that, going from shorter to longer. So I'm going to continue here. Okay? So I'm trying to do this a little bit quicker here so I don't want to keep you guys here all night because I still have to blow dry and iron and refine.
Walker Aileen says, can you get the same result with thicker scissors?
Well, let's find out. Are these thick enough for you? So, let's find out. Hey, why not? It's not my hair. I don't care. she's not even from Edinburgh. I'll never see her again. It's cool. I'm joking. Let's find out. Let's see what happens. Nah, it's screwed. All right, we're gonna have to stop now. Yes, no problem whatsoever there, Eileen. I think the key thing is when we are working, so right here, when we are working with scissors, I mean, I'll be honest with you, ideally, I think I'm actually going to stick using these, they were really nice. They were just sharpened by Colin Simpson from Yoy Scissors. If you ever want your scissors sharpened, you got to check out Yoy Scissors. The guy does a brilliant job. It's funny, it's like, I don't know, I think he's a gifted scissor sharpener. I mean, he has it in his blood, his veins, and like even his son even inherited this gift of scissor sharpening. I mean, it's
Must have been
amazing.
Japanese in a previous life.
You know, I think probably was. He looks a bit Japanese, right? But with the Glaswegian accent.
Oh, Eddie's here saying hello.
Hello, Eddie. You're right. So everyone, like I said, tonight we'll be using a product range called Mood, and it's all the way from Italy, but you can get it here in the UK. And of course, if you are interested, please, there's a great, sexy-looking man. We call him the Silver Fox. His name is Eddie Renda, and he's watching right now. So if you are interested in any of these products, just give him a sexy little message on Facebook, and he will point you in the right direction. So now, just a quick one, going back to Eileen Walker about working with the scissors. Now, ideally, as long as they're not much thicker, I tend to use very thick blades of scissors when I do texturizing. So in this case here, I'm a bit old school, so I prefer using a bit more very thin, precise blades. That's me being honest with you. So, but these are thicker, so not to worry, okay? So that was a great question, and I think if we can possibly, if you could give Colin a cheeky smile with an emoji, he might be able to send you a free cutting comb as a gift for an amazing question, Eileen. All right, darling? So thank you so much for that amazing question.
Satish asked, is there any opportunity to visit you personally and learn one-to-one from you?
Yes, there is. Right now I live in Edinburgh, Scotland. So we can book a course and everything. If you want to do a one-day course with just myself privately, then if you private message us through this page, I'll be able to talk to you and find out your concerns, what areas you want to work on, and everything. So not a problem. And so here at my academies, we provide all the models and all the equipment to use as well.
Ryan said, I was speaking about you today, said one of my friends has just employed one of your students from the Barbarian Academy. He had great things to say about your team's education in Nottingham.
Okay. You know what the funniest thing is, right? I was talking to my staff. You know what the funniest thing is, right? So I've been in the industry for 32 years, yeah? I've been teaching for 22 years. You know, I'm an old fart, yeah? And so my background, I used to teach at Vidal Sassoon Academy. I used to work for them for about 17 years. I got distracted. I got distracted. Sorry, apologies. I used to work for them as an educator in Los Angeles and also London. And for myself, you know, the thing is, why choose to go to the Sid Sultan Academy for Education? Well, one, I mean, okay, yes, I joke around, I'm a bit of an idiot, but you should meet my staff. They're so professional.
Not like you.
Not like me, they're complete opposite. They're like I'm the embarrassing grandfather or something, and they're the, you know. But they're so professional, so talented, and they do whatever it takes to help look after the students, you know, by getting the right models in, the education, and you know what, and they're passionate about what they do. We've won Barber Academy of the Year twice. From our background as educators, we work with various product companies. We've done so much for the brand. And why the hell should you come to us? Well, because you know what? Our biggest success stories are our students. You know, that's the key thing. You know, we're not trying to be, you know, Instagram famous and Instagram cool. You know, to be honest with you, like, all we care about is making sure our students are well looked after. And you know what? Is that hard sometimes? Yeah, okay. Sometimes, you know, we try and meet everyone's expectations as teachers to learners and everything to students, you know, but once again, the one thing about us is we will always try our best. Okay, so now, Here we go. How you feeling? You okay? You saw it?
Okay,
Yeah, cool. Alright. Yeah, she's probably stoned, isn't she? She's spacing out. Okay, so what we're now going to do, I'm actually going to move to. So I'm going to be taking a section. Now remember, I want to keep it slightly longer in the front now, and we're going to talk about what happens here, especially.
Yeah, I was asking, is there any opportunity to join your academy from Ghana?
You mean to take a course? Yeah, I mean, we accept people from all around the world. Yeah, no, definitely. So if you are interested in taking a course, private message us and we'll give you our manager Ian's email address where he can speak to you. So yeah, definitely. So just punch it up a little bit. There you go. So what I'm now going to do, I'm working over by the ear. So right here, so I need to use the white end of my microphone. I feel so bad I dropped my phone. Okay, so this is a bit tricky here. I want to make sure. Okay, so I'm going to tap once, twice, 3 times by the ear. I'm going to angle this down. Okay, the reason why. Okay, is that I need to release the tension because if you see it's pulling up the hair a little bit because of the ear, it sticks out, right? I'm not saying you have ugly ears or anything, but they're so cute. But the thing is they like to stick up and they affect the hair, especially with the elevation, so there might be a bit of a hole if I don't do that. So I'm going to pull this down. Okay, so then I'm going to do one more section here. Then I like to do one section on the opposite side to make sure this is balanced before I start. And then you'll see, I want to make sure this is balanced first. So, cool. Any other questions there, Jen? Anything you need to know?
Let me just have a look. Just scrolling. Colin has shared the link for full range of combs. So if you guys need any combs, you can get 10% off with the SIDS discount. And you'll find that here's SID 10.
Yep.
But you can look it up on the messages.
Well, it's this right here.
There you go.
Right here on the board, I wrote it. Your scissors, SID 10 discount code, and you get discount. Check out Move Hair Official. And also, please, we have just opened up our new academy in Scotland. Our Instagram handle is SID Salon Academy Scotland. So definitely give that a try, give that a go. Because we're now Jen, who's the real brains behind the whole, the whole thing here, she's decided to do a giveaway. Yeah, so we're doing a giveaway, but you have to follow SID Salon Academy Scotland. So, Jen, could that be possibly a giveaway of a course?
Oh yeah, we're going to be doing that soon, but you need to follow everything first. If you follow us at Salon Academy Scotland page, and then soon we'll be putting up a giveaway for a free course. Not today. I thought you meant today. I was like, what?
No, not today.
Like I'm not prepared for this.
Okay, so now let me do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm actually utilizing the mirror here. So just seeing that. Now, let me do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm actually just going to pull this down for a moment here. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to be taking horizontal diagonal. I'll turn around in 1 second here.
Kimberly Abbott says she loves the scissors from Your Scissors. They're the best. They beat YS Park.
Yeah, they're absolutely. Oh, I think she's talking about. Are you talking about the combs?
Yeah, the combs.
Yeah, the combs.
Did I say scissors?
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant combs.
Have you been drinking tonight?
Maybe.
Well, we did do Jen's hair tonight, so I think maybe the pre-lightener was actually getting her a little bit high or something. I don't know. Yeah, the combs, so definitely, one second. The combs themselves, are absolutely brilliant. What I love about, especially when I'm taking sections, it's a wider tooth comb, absolutely brilliant. Okay. I'm just going to go this way, just so I don't stand in front of the camera. And walk around, otherwise then it gets all mad at me.
Oh, it's just no one can see.
Okay, so now over the ear, push down, tap, tap, tap. Again, we're taking this a little bit off. My body position is going to be a little bit further away, so you guys can see, so I'm not in the way here. Going to feel the balance here. Oh wow, it's actually even. Cool. Wow, oh wow, it's a miracle.
Lucky day, Emily. Lucky day for Emily.
Yeah, right? But I think the thing is, it's, especially during the live video, I was like a little bit, when she told me what she wanted, was when we, we kind of like, approached her on the street, she's like, oh, I just like it all straight, like one leg. I was like, oh, shoot, especially for a live video. But because, especially my body position's out of the way, there's a lot to think about. But I was like, you know what? She's such a gorgeous young lady, she's got gorgeous hair. I was like, you know what, let me give it a go, And definitely.
Got a couple of good questions.
Oh, I can't wait. Give us the questions then.
Okay, so Ryan Knight, who we were wondering if you have already been a student of Sid's, let us know. He's asking, when starting at the back on this haircut, how do you judge how long the front will end up?
Yes, Ryan. That's such an amazing question. Give me 1 second, buddy, and then I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. Thank you, Ryan. Amazing question. Can you shout out some other questions there for me as well, just so I can get my mind working? Strabs? He's asking, how do you hold your scissors towards your wrist when sectioning? Do you spin them? Okay, so just a quick one, I'm going to get back to Ryan's question. So there's a couple different ways. So if you're doing it, if you're an MVQ student for your EPA exam, you have to palm your scissors like that, and then you comb and section. But as soon as you pass that test, you can flick. Like that. Okay. So I tend to flick one. So now back to Ryan's question. Now, how do we judge? Now, when the hair was brought up, I looked at the hairline, and then what I did was, visually, I had to take a comb, and went like that. So depending, using your comb in the back hairline, that's how you can tell about how short you want to take it or not. So literally taking your comb and go boop. So also if it's a square ball shape, if it's round, or if it's triangular. Just by using the comb. That's how I judge the length. And also I use the mirror, I use the mirror and I hold the hair to check with the client to see what they feel comfortable with, what length. So, personally I was playing it safe tonight. When I said to her, I'm like, oh, I'll only take a small amount. She's like, no, you can cut it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So.
Sarah is just asking if this will be saved for later, and yes, it will. We'll save everything.
We're now saving everything.
Yeah.
So Ryan, I hope that answered your question there.
Sue's got a very baggy shirt on. I can't see anything.
So, now I'm going to finish this up to the parting now. Comb, tap, tap, cut. So I just want to make sure I answered Ryan's question. It's such an amazing question. Thank you, Ryan.
We still don't know if he was a student. Oh, yes. Yes, I've done 2 barbering courses in Nottingham.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I love to say, especially, because we know I'm not the only educator out there, right? What I would really like to say, we've done 100, I have to keep on saying it, we've done 175 free live video tutorials, I mean, just imagine of all the other educators out in the world, all those academies, and how many did they do, I want to do find out who's the winner of that. So this is the final here. So Ryan, thank you so much for coming to us, and well done. And yeah. So, okay, now, here we go. So I'm going to pull this down here. There we go. I'm even going to get down so everyone can see. So I'm going to comb. Make sure we thoroughly comb it from the roots to mid-shaft to the ends. I'm using the wide end of my cutting comb. Pushing this down. Tap, 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 tap. Here we go. There we go, see? You still got it. Okay, so I'm going to finish this side now. So, and then you see what products I'm going to be using from Mood to blow dry with. I mean, personally, because when I blow dry, I really, with Emily's hair, yes, it's been color treated. So I want to make sure, she does this lovely ginger color, and I want to also still give her, I want to keep her hair nice and soft, and I want to treat it. So most likely, I'm probably going to be using this little bad boy here, the Otucare Restorative Mousse. One, it smells amazing. The hair feels great. It's like a leave-in conditioning treatment in the hair, and it's great for hair. And for me personally, I love using this product because one, it helps seal in the color. It's got a strengthening bond, avocado extract in it to help strengthen up the hair. Yes, and it's heat activated, and it's the #1 selling product for Mood. It's absolutely brilliant. And so I'm going to be showing you how we're going to be using that product. So I'm going to continue here. Okay, I honestly can't wait. One of the biggest things for me is I can't wait until it's all dry, and I want to make sure it's all blow dry perfect. But I can't wait to do the finishing work when it's all dry. That's one of my favorite things. And that was one of my problems when I was training at Sassoon, when I was becoming a stylist for them, was that I couldn't wait to get until the end. But what happened was, because I loved working on cutting on dry hair, it was probably because I was a barber originally. Now, for me personally, I have to realize it's all about the journey, not exactly the destination, so I need to take my time with everything that I do. Yes, I cut hair slow, but yes, I'm educating. I have to multitask. Yes. So, even still in the hair salon, this type of haircut will still take me about an hour, hour to do, because I want to make sure this is perfect. I want Emily to go, she's visiting Edinburgh. I want her to go out, on a night on the town in Edinburgh, and, everyone's checking her out. Or checking her hair out, at least. So. But I think the thing is, I think, of course, as hairdressers and barbers, we want to have nice hair ourselves, but we have to realize so do our clients, and we want to make sure that the returning client is coming back to us. Why? That's, that's the whole part. We want these clients coming back to us. I would love for Emily to come back to me as a model, Unfortunately, I might be a little bit too far away from her down in London. And, but you know what the thing is, I want her to be able to walk out here and go, oh my God, I love my hair. And then in 6 weeks, 8 weeks, she's going to be like, oh my God, my hair still looks good. You know, is it a magic potion he used? What happened? My hair, the shape is still there. So I'm just going to combing this down here. I'm continuing up to the parting here. So we are working with a side parting. How's it going, Jennifer? Are we, any questions or anything you can know?
No questions. Just some people socialising.
Socialising?
Just Ryan talking to Kimberly.
Ryan, stop chatting up the women on my live comment section. Oh, Ryan. Watch out for Ryan. He's a bit of a charmer, that one. So. Okay, so I'm going to take this as my final section here. Yeah. Here we go. So as you can see, I'm pulling this straight down. Now, we have some amazing courses happening at the moment. So of course we have our new academy courses. So tomorrow here in Edinburgh, we're doing a one-day wet shaving course. So yes, you can't wait for that. So we're going to be, after this live video tutorial, we have to get the place all spick and span ready for the course tomorrow. You know, because the thing is, wet shaving, you have to make sure everything's disinfected properly. So we're very excited about that. And let's see, what are the courses we have? Of course, we have our 3-day men's coloring course, and we actually have that at our Nottingham Academy and also our Edinburgh Academy. We have separate dates. We also have our 5-day ladies cutting course in Nottingham, and then we're also doing cutting courses for ladies up here. So our very first course was a ladies cutting course, and that actually went brilliant, didn't it, Jen?
Up. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking.
Sorry, Jen was sleeping again.
I was just reading the messages.
So, just 1 second, I'm checking the balance here. Because it's a side parting, I have to make sure that when I I'm also pulling it straight down. I want to make sure, it seems like a tiny bit off here. I'm going to switch to my sexy bone pump for extra tension here.
Ryan saying, so tell us more about when your book is being released.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't wait to get my hands on a signed copy, buddy.
Oh, me too. Yeah, so the book. So we're still doing the book. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the best person to speak to Gusta, who works for me. Yeah, the book is still coming out. We're just trying to get it, finished up and everything. So we might be doing a crowdfunder for it. All right, so that'd be a lot faster to get the book for everyone. And so yeah, so if you think crowdfunding would be a great idea, please give a thumbs up in the comment section.
This is just a question. Are you cutting the hair wet, or have you just put some solution on it?
No, the hair's still wet. So the only cutting solution I put on was I used the Dale Care leave-in conditioner spray as almost like a cutting lotion or cutting agent. So you can just spray this. This is like, layman's terms, this is conditioned water. So this is very lightweight. This is probably my second favorite product for Move. Because I use this for everything. I use this for barbering, I use this for ladies, I also use this for coloring. It's a brilliant product. So very lightweight. It smells nice. It's not heavy. It's not one of those like really greasy ones or anything. So.
Right. Sorry. Go.
Yeah. So what I'm now going to be doing is, I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the Move Ultra Care Restorative Mousse. I'm going to be blow drying it through the hair, and then I really want to check everything, making sure I'm checking the balance. We're doing that afterwards. Remember, she does have a side parting, so what that means is this hair will drop, and this here has to come a little bit longer in order to fall where it's on the same place on the opposite side, because it has to follow the frontal bone here in the way it drops. So I'll be constantly checking the balance, making sure she's completely happy with it. So now, the way I'm going to be applying this, I'm going to be applying, this is called a vest brush. So this is from Japan, and this is great on the scalp, and it's actually quite, woohoo, it's like whipped cream, huh? Woohoo. And which is great. So I'm going to be applying this throughout the hair.
Ross is asking if he needs any experience to come to the men's colouring course.
No. Is he a barber or hairdresser?
I'm not sure. We'll see what he says.
Yeah. No, you don't really. Ideally, I prefer you to be a barber or hairdresser. I think especially with the men's colouring, it's great for a great introductory course into the world of colouring, especially working on men. And it's a great way to make more money inside the barbershops and hair salons.
Yes, he's a barber. He just said.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, it actually be spot on, perfect for you. The reason why is because you have an understanding about the haircut and about you understand the placement about the color. So it's a perfect course for you. And also what's great about it is that, you know, for me personally, we use Mood hair color here. And Jen, can you give me a tube? Would that be okay though?
Yep. Just get there.
Would you be able to reach? Okay, so this is a tube of Mood hair color. So this is a 100 milliliter tube. Now, guess how much this tube costs, do you think, for coloring? How much do you think this costs? Like this is professional color. This tube, how much do you think it probably costs?
I've never had my hair professionally cut.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just throw a number.
Throw a number.
Throw a number.
Maybe 1 to 100. How much would that cost, you think, in a hair salon, for a hair salon? 40 quid! Guess what? It's actually £3.50.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
about the price of
Yeah. So this is actually £3.50, right? So now, for the gentleman Ross, right? If you think about it, men's coloring, you can charge anywhere from 20 to 45 pounds. So this is £3.50. Mate, you're making pure profit, dude. Pretty much, right? Your profit's going to be amazing. So this is a great way to increase your business, increase your profits, and you're going to see the big difference. Your clients are going to look and feel better. So sorry about this, I just dropped everything.
Just got one question before you start blow drying. Donna asking, because it's a side parting, isn't one side longer than the other? If you get the parting wrong, won't there be long bits?
You're going to see what I'm going to be doing. You're going to see the one I'm going to be moving it around.
See the tricks.
So, yeah, I'm going to be moving this around. That's why with the blow dry, you see what's going to happen.
Perfect. And Strobs was asking where could he buy these products, but Ryan already replied for us, saying,
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
Eddie Renda will look after you.
Now, what I'm now actually using, this is called the Mood Serum Light. I'm actually also putting this into the hair to protect it from the heat and also for the brush to glide right through. I'm going to be showing you the way I'm going to be blow drying this because I want this hair to have movement. She's young. It's not going to be, I don't want it to be too stiff. I want her hair to feel lightweight and movable hair. Okay, so
Ryan says that they're extremely amazing quality products. I've moved from a very big colour brand to Mood 1 year ago and I wouldn't look back. And that Serum Light is his favourite product.
okay, so what I'm now going to do, guys, so I'm going to be working with my vest brush here. I'm going to be doing wrap and line, then I'm going to follow the shape of the head, going round. And this is not on high speed to blow dry, because otherwise you won't be able to hear it. So I'm going to use 20 first, so I'm going to move this hair around.
Another similar question, because the hair is on a side part, how do you stop one side being longer than the other?
You're gonna see when I get there. You're gonna see. Because remember, I gotta be careful. Do I really want too much graduation into this haircut? This is supposed to be a pure one-length bob. So moving around. So by moving this around, you'll see.
Thank you to everyone that's been sending stars.
Huh?
Thank you to everyone that's been sending stars. Yeah.
I think you can see the way I'm looking. It's actually pretty much falling in place, isn't it? I think it's looking quite nice. That's why just using a flat brush like this one, just gentle on the scalp. I mean, I'm not doing. In a moment, I might increase the speed. Which again, maybe I don't know, show a little bit of the academy live last start. It's a little bit faster. So.
Can show you around. Can show people around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This is our beautiful view. I mean, we've got a bit of roadworks, but this is beautiful Edinburgh. This is a lovely view. That's the Balmoral. And this is our academy. A bit messy because we've moved everything. All our mood products. Here's all our combs, all Sid stickers. It's our beautiful artwork by the Queen Street Art Gallery. Kimberly is asking, what did you say that brush was called that you're using? A vest brush.
VESS. You can get these brushes at Joy Scissors, which is brilliant. You know, you get them from Joy Scissors. And it's around.
Raspberry is asking, what's in the fridge?
What's in the fridge? We have cups, we have water, we don't have alcohol if you're wondering.
Everyone's curious of what Sid and Jen keeps in their fridge.
I love that fridge. Who thinks it's a cool fridge? Tell us. I think it's cool. It's my baby.
Sid's baby. Cold towels for hot shaves that we'll be doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Say nice, very equipped.
I know we're getting ready for our wet day for tomorrow. But that's why we want to do a live video tonight. Because we will be going away. We're going away for I think about 4 or 5 days. And so yeah, and we have a lot of things happening. So we're doing filming in Glasgow, we're doing in-salon training. We also have a 2-day wet shaving course on the 15th and 16th in Edinburgh. So please guys, if you want education in Edinburgh, please drop us a message. All the courses, I'll be honest with you, they're 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, so it's £200 per day. But if you're out now, you get 15% off all course bookings. And yeah, so we have the next wet shaving and beard design for 2 days. We provide all the models, all the equipment, plus you get a free £100 shaving kit for free. So The next one is the 15th to the 16th. Then we have ladies cutting, coloring. We have Clipper Masterclass, which is the 19th and 20th. It's a course being taught by myself. We have that happening. We got so many courses happening. So we got our 4-week program in London. We got so many beautiful courses happening. So please, if you are interested in our courses, just drop us a message and we will get to you as soon as possible.
Ryan's asking if you could remind what your favorite combs from your scissors are.
I'd say definitely is my Sessibone comb. Alright, the reason why, especially for my precision work and also my barbering, you can see it's got a little big grip here. And then also my Bowie comb, which is absolutely brilliant. So this is, I used to use a Sassoon. It's got white teeth and very fine teeth here for precision. It's absolutely brilliant. So I absolutely love this comb.
And they come in all colours.
Oh yeah.
Colin has just shared the link for all the combs and all the colours.
So just continuing here, we'll grind this, then I'm going to be working with straight iron, and then we're going to see how the balance is. Okay, and we're going to see how I work with that balance.
Oh. Ryan says, I'm going to have to speak to Colin nicely. I broke my favourite green one, stupidly sat down with it in my back pocket. Could have cried. Oh. Oh, Ross Mathieson saying, you're my favourite educator, Sid.
Oh, thank you. That's one person, thanks. One person likes me. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you very much. We will try our best for you. Okay, so moving along. So we're just... Now I'm going to be smoothing this out now a little bit more. I'm actually switching to a different brush just to help give a little bit more tension.
Evelyn is watching. How are you, Evelyn? And my mum's watching.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Hi, Mum.
Now we're almost done with the blow drying, so I just need to do a little bit more than we're using straightening irons to do. I want to be able to use it to check my haircut. Alright, so you see I'm quickly iron it. I mean, I'm doing this, I don't want to say sloppy, but I'm trying to do this quick here. So we can't be doing the video too long. Otherwise, Jen's arms and eight. So.
Oh, Ryan shared a comment saying, please remember you can vote Sid on the How to Cut It page as one of the most influential people in the hairdressing industry for 2021. I think he deserves the recognition with 175 free tutorials. Oh, thank you, Ryan. Sid's embarrassed now, look, he's not saying anything.
What's that?
Sid's embarrassed.
No, I just think it's like, so who said that?
Ryan Fletcher.
Ryan, thank you, Ryan. I think I have to drug test you the next time I see you. So I think that's what the, but thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you. At the end of the day, guys, I love what I do. You guys help me. Maybe just as much as maybe I might be helping you. Okay. It's a quick mass break. Okay, so what I'm now going to be doing, so I just need to quickly work with the irons. There we go. So now she does have a strong natural parting. All right, so that's why I kind of worked with it in the beginning. So now I will be kind of working this through. You're going to see what I'm going to be doing here. And I kind of like want to give her a little bit, a bit more body to her hair. So you're going to see what I do. So in this case here, because of the side parting, what I'm going to be doing, okay, I'm going to put I always put a drop or two of the Mood Serum Light in before I iron the hair. Okay, and you're going to see the way I'm going to be taking these bits off here. But that's normal though, that's absolutely normal to have. So I'm going to take my sections, so I'm going to be smoothing this out with the straightening irons, and then you're going to see the way I'm going to be incorporating this, really kind of smoothing everything out here.
Jasmine Sutton is asking if there is a reason you don't use a nozzle on your hairdryer.
Okay, yeah, in this case, I don't really think it was really necessary because especially with wrap drawing, you're getting too close to the scalp and the root movement. So if I used a nozzle, what would happen is I probably would end up probably burning the scalp. That's me being honest with you. So if I was using a round brush, yeah, and I was doing big bouncy blow dry, and I was giving her porn star hair, yeah, I would definitely rock out the nozzle, break out the round brush, and I'd be doing a round brush set in the hair, give her a big bouncy blow dry, make her look like, definitely porn star hair. So, but in this case, no reason to. I'm keeping everything very, very simple.
Someone made a good point. Colin made a good point. So, whereas Katrina Thompson, she's missing her perfect attendance badge.
Thank you, Colin. You made my day. I know what the funniest thing is? She's probably still teaching, or she's probably still working with her learners. So I think she deserves Educator of the Year, to be honest with you. What she's done so far in the industry for her learners at the MBQ level, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, even Ryan said, I was wondering where she was said, and I think she's missed one yet. Colin says someone best check on her.
I know. Here we go. So I'm literally just smoothing out these. I'm not going too close, like to the root. I'm just smoothing out the ends. And I just want to give a light bevel to the ends. I still want her to have a natural bouncy.
Oh, thank you for stars, Kimberly. So many stars.
Really?
Kimberly, Colin, Strubs, Ryan, Marlene.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you
Marlene.
so much, guys. So
Katie.
I'm sure we're going to be, since we're working on real models now, to be honest with you, before in the past we would buy mannequin heads with the real models, with the stars. So since we're working with real models, I think we could probably just use that money from Facebook. We're probably just going to be donating to charity. So the charity of gems. Gems donates. There we go. So.
Oh, Ryan says that cut really complements your guest's colour and face shape.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is not perfect. I still haven't refined everything yet, so I'm still going to be working on this. I'm still going to be making sure that she looks and feels great. There's still a lot of work I have to do.
Her hair looks so nice now, so silky and shiny.
What, did it look like crap before?
It's a bit dry. It's just satisfying now to see it.
Okay, so we'll be just continuing. Okay, making sure that we're just going over, working with the overall line, and and you see what I'm going to be doing to incorporate, going over, making sure that this is perfect for her, and also just see if there's any bit of overhang. I have to say.
Yeah, you go around.
So yeah, but I think personally, I think especially she's got a very striking look. She reminds me a little bit of the one from the Queen's Gambit. So she's got that, yeah, I mean, oh my god, that girl was so amazing looking. I mean,
Just need the fringe.
I know, right?
I did used to have a friend.
Did you?
Actually,
Yeah.
full fringe.
But I think the thing is, it's just like, that's why it's about, you know, choosing the right color. Even like such a strong, striking look. This is a very solid shape here, where personally, you know, I mean, it's just, I think it's just something that, you know, keeping it simple, you know, by like one length or even a global color. Like a simple glow, like single color, but of course the more coppery tone, or gingery tone, whatever you want to call it, you know, or red tone, I think it just, you know, works really amazing on her skin tone, you know. She's got a cooler skin tone, you know, but she has a bit more warmth to her hair, which is crazy, you know. So it's like, so that's what they used to do with the pinup girls. You know, they had very solid looks. You know, they had the black, they had the blonde, and of course the redheads. You know, so it's and I think it looks amazing on her.
Kimberly is asking what straighteners are you using?
What am I using? These are just GHDs. So, just GHDs. I'll be honest with you, I've always used GHDs my whole, in my whole career. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not so, to be honest with you, I mean, when I use, I mean, I'm not the biggest, I don't do like a lot of waving. I just use straight irons just for doing stuff like this. So I don't really need, you know, I mean, I just use whatever iron, but I just always use GHDs my whole career, so.
Strabs. Also, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. Strabs. What charity are you thinking? Maybe like, it depends. So many charities.
It could be battered women. It could be battered women. It could be
Oxfam, or
actually the one helping hairdressers. Eddie Brendan knows that charity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll probably do that. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't think people were still doing. We're actually still doing. What's it called? Sending us stars. I thought people, you know, they haven't sent stars in a long time, so I think wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. So I just thought of instead, like, you know, donating to a charity instead. So.
Ryan saying, I'm curious to know when we'll be seeing more of Jen's incredible colour work. When
Brian, will you stop flirting with the girls, mate?
When I actually have time to come and colour hair. We did do a couple of models interviews today, so soon be coming up with something. I did do the mood one though. It was like orangey pink. It was really cool. Roth Matheson's asking, how many shops do you have, Sid, and how do you juggle between Nottingham and Edinburgh with a good balance?
It's more about a good train journey, if anything.
When it works.
I think to be honest with you, I have 2 barber shops in Leicester. I got our flagship academy in Nottingham, and I have we have our academy here in Edinburgh. So, in all fairness, what has happened is that Edinburgh and Nottingham, it's only pretty much like almost like 3 hours and 15 minutes on the train. So it's actually it's not that far at all, really, on the train.
Any plans for any shops or academies in the south east of England?
Southeast, where are we now?
Now we're north. Northeast.
No plan. To be honest with you, no plans at all. I'll be honest with you. I think this Edinburgh one is my final one. I don't know. You know, who knows? Just don't put the thought in my head. crazy.
No,
I'm crazy
don't.
enough to look at another place.
Ryan Fletcher replied to Kimberly, come to Nottingham is not far from my house, Kim. Or why don't you both guys come on holiday in Edinburgh?
Yeah, Edinburgh around.
Hair and Beauty Charity is what we use on the Hairdressers Helping Hairdressers page.
What I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a very light graduation, just to get that little bounce here. And all I'm doing here, I'm basically just taking this little corner off here. So that will just literally just polish and take off any little...
Strabs is asking who's your favourite hairdresser? Is it Philip Wolf?
Who's my favorite hairdresser? I have to say Creative Expressions from Madrid. They are, I have to say, they're out of this world. They are actually amazing. So I'm very inspired by their work of art. Let's see, I love what my staff do. You know, there's Matthew Fleetwood, who's at the senior educator for our barbering program. I love what he does with barbering. It's absolutely amazing. I love what Gustav does. She's the head of my color department. And I love what she does. Let's see, who else? I love what Jen does. Jen is also a member of the Mood Creative team. Of course, I love what Ryan Fletcher does. You know, sometimes, you know, he's okay at doing that biolage and waving.
He actually said it right.
Of course I can. I've been faking it the whole time. And then you can fake it too. So.
No, you said it right. I'll probably just confuse me and I'll start saying it wrong.
Okay, so in this case here, what I'm doing, you see, I've got to be careful of her ears there. So, okay, I'm just going to just keep on combing this. I'm just seeing. And then what I'm doing here is going to be, I'm pulling this back here, just elevating this a little bit here. Just taking a little bit of the edge off.
Ryan said Sid can't resist the waves I do.
May, he's never seen the waves I do, May.
Yeah, better. Lucky
You know
Ryan.
what? You know what, Ryan? I'm going to prove to you. I'm going to send you a video of me doing waving, and you're going to love it, mate, honestly. So, there we go. Okay, I'm going to push this over to the other side now, just seeing how that falls. And just see if there's anything. I'm just tilt you this way now. And then really, what I'm then going to do is I'm probably going to have to actually ask her to stand up for me. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna ask her to stand up. Now the only thing is, oh sorry, Steve, you just stand back to that kind of thing. A little trick you can do as well is also what I like to do is I like to use the mirror, and you can actually put the mirror underneath, and you can actually see what needs to be cut. So you can actually use the mirror. So it's a great thing. I always recommend it's got a very thin mirror, so you can really get in there. So now, what I need to do now, I'm then going to be asking Emily to please stand up for me. Okay, Emily, you're going to stand. You can come back here, sweetheart. Oh, no, stand up here. Sorry, come back here. Thank you, darling. All right, this right here. And what I'm going to do is just remove the cutting collar for a second now. Because at this point, I really want to make sure there's like no loose, you know, like nothing's in the way. And then what I'm then going to be doing is now with pretty much just going to be cleaning that up here. And you will always have this here. So I'm just going to comb. And I'm using the point of my scissors on dry hair to create the straight line here. Is because if I go like that, it's just going to be pushing the hair, pushing the hair, pushing the hair, pushing the hair. So, yeah. I'm We're gonna slowly turn the head this way.
Kimberly dances, you look amazing.
I think she looks stunning. So, and it's gonna come here. And right here. Sorry guys, if I made you aware, I apologize. I'm sorry, not really. Okay, we'll see the same thing on the opposite side, so you're just gonna just hang up there. I don't want you to be out. Go this way. This way, just tilt your head just slightly. And then by pulling the hair straight down.
Ryan said she's looking sexy.
Ryan, stop flirting with the model now. Before you were flirting with the girls on the comment section, then you were flirting with Jen. Now you're flirting with my freaking model, mate. Listen, we're gonna have to have some strong words, mate. You know, this is not this is not your playground here. You know, no. Much love to you, Ryan. You know I love you, mate. You know, you're such. You're. I can now call you a friend. You're such a great guy. Okay, do me a favor, darling. Yeah, let's give us a good shake. Yeah, shake it like you mean it. You're young, young, and you're on the town here in Edinburgh. Yeah.
Not that young anymore, actually.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 29. Well, I'm going to be 30.
Oh, you're
2
fine.
weeks.
Wow. Cool.
Oh, it looks great.
Colin Simpson says this is now a dating app.
Yes.
That would be great. From education to dating app.
Yes, I know.
It's just a quick switch.
Cool. So once again, so I mean, this is just. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. Normally, I would spend with the one length. I would spend hours upon hours doing it because it is one of my favorite haircuts to do, but at the same time, it is trying to achieve perfection. You know. So,
Charlotte says you're a hair wizard.
you know what? I don't want to say I'm a hair wizard. I just screwed up so many times in my whole entire career, and the difference is I didn't give up. So, I'm prepared to make mistakes as long as I learn from them. So, I'm definitely not a hair wizard. I look like a wizard, but I'm not a hair wizard. So, I'm old. So.
Someone's already named the new app. Do you want to know the name?
What, Ryan's out?
No.
What?
Cinder.
Who did that? Who?
Ross Matheson.
You know what, Ross? I think you deserve a comb or something. Colin Simpson, come on, mate. You started it all. I think Ross needs a comb for that comment. So, all right. So, unfortunately, guys, so a couple key points to remember. That's my hair. Okay, a couple key things to remember. So, working, horizontal, diagonal. All right. Making sure that when you are trying to keep the comb down to a 0 degree by using the comb instead of your fingers, you won't create as much graduation. Then, when on the sides, now depending, remember when you hold the comb down, remember that's your cutting line. So if you want to do a round shape, triangle, or square, it's not just how you hold your comb. All right, and also your sections should mimic the way you hold your comb. And that will give you that strong cutting shape or cutting line. Okay? Definitely just a recap, so we used, to blow dry with, we actually used the Mood Ultra Restoring Care Mousse and the Mood Serum Light. And we blow dried with the best brush when I was going back and forth to really give, I just want some sexy movement to the root area. Then, of course, we use Serum Light through the straightening irons. That's to really give that polished look there. And now I'm just using just a smoothing brush. I mean, she's got immaculate shine. The shine, the hair is shiny, it's healthy. You know, give us one more big swing again. Okay? Well, come on, you can do better than that. Please. Bloody hell, young people. God. So what I now to do is, I'm just going to be using a bit of the Mood hairspray. And I'm going to be doing a light mist here. Well, a decent mist, not too light. And don't put it near the hot irons. I'm just going to be smoothing this down here. And then I'm going to be finishing off. And a lot of times what you can do, you can actually spray your fingers. I'm going right there. There we go. Just get that really strong.
Evelyn says it looks beautiful. Thank you very much, both of you, for your live tutorials.
No, thank you very much, Evelyn. It's great to hear from you. Great to see you again. Thank you very much for all your support. You know, once again, it's like I said, we just try, guys. We want to make sure that we're able to bring some education, some happiness to people's lives. You know, and but yeah. Sure. But you know what? At the same time, it helps me so much. You know, I get to practice. I get to, improve my skills, get myself under stress, by doing the one-line Bob tutorial for Facebook. And, yeah, I get to meet a lovely young lady here. So, alright.